There's a fine line between making this an illustration and bringing down the holiness of the liturgy. So we don't want to bring down the holiness of the liturgy. Remember from the stories of the saints, like Saint Athanasius, they used to play baptism. They used to play the Eucharist. So we're going to do that as part of their learning experience. So this is what should we do every lesson? You first set up the table and have the kids help you set up the table, and then you let them do it. So every one of those lessons, they would have to set up the table. Either you start yourself or having them help you or them doing it by themselves. You will notice that after a while they will start fighting. So you have to give them an assignment. You make turns.
Okay.
So the throne is the first thing that we put. Before the throne, actually, I forgot, is if this is a regular table, we use the holy plate. But if it's not a regular table, it's at an altar, we don't use a holy plate. I just want to show what a holy plate is. That the bishop would consecrate this. So this is, if I'm going to do a liturgy in a place that is not consecrated altar or consecrated church, I have to take this with me. So if I don't, this is for the servants. So we set up the table by the throne first. We call it the throne or the cup holder. And the throne has usually icons on it. Christ icon, which is this icon. Here it is Christ, in the Last Supper. It should face the priest. So if I am standing here, this should be east. I'm standing here, this icon should face me. And then we have the cup. And the cup, this is all not consecrated material, regular material. So we can do illustration with it. The cup sits in the cup holder or the throne. And that is for the servants, again, reminiscent of the Old Testament, how the blood was sprinkled on the mercy seat. So we call that the throne or the seat. And the blood should rest in there. Then we need to have the corporal. There's 12 corporals, and number 12 always is a number of the church. The first corporal we use is a circular, a corporal with a circular hole in the middle that fits around the cup. Then I get the mystere, the spoon, and the spoon should go on top. If you have a space where the throne is, and it goes here, and then I covered both of them with another corporal. This is corporal number 2. Then each of these corporals will be laid in front of the priest on the table. There will be 3. And 3. So 3 laid so they dangle down from the side. And then 3 will be on top of the table, on top of them. So that would be 6 and 2, that's 8. Then we'll get the paten. So we learn now the throne, the cup, the mystere, then the paten. Paten is the plate where we have the body of Christ. That is the paten. On on top of the paten, we have the star. They say it's St. John Chrysostom who came up with this idea. And why did he come up with the star? To help preventing the corporal touching the body of Christ. Every time we remove the corporal, it doesn't take jewels. The small pieces of the body of Christ, we call them jewels. And the star is like this. Okay? And then we, before we put the star, put corporal number 9. It's a small rounded corporal on the paten. There is a 10th corporal, usually in red. I don't have one in red. They put it under the paten. So if there's any pieces of the body, the jewels, fall outside the paten, then you can see it. It will become red. So there's a contrast between the color of bread and the color of the corporal. And then two corporals on top of the star. One, we do it inverted, like we fold it in backwards. And then one, we just fold it regularly and we put it on top of the other. So this is what the paten would end up being like covered. So when we do this, we are done with preparing the altar. What else had to be on the altar? There is a gospel holder, which is a golden or silver box that contains the gospel, and the incense. Can you stop? Just hold it close.